I did have my genes tested, and I've got Lynch syndrome, so that explains why I've, had 3 different cancers. Back in 2012, I had breast cancer, went through surgery, chemotherapy and radiotherapy for that. And then 1 year later, they were just doing a general scan. Found out I had colon cancer, which would have been there at the same time as the breast cancer. Yeah, I thought, oh gee, I've gone through all that chemotherapy and all of that treatment couldn't have even killed those cancer cells while they were at it. I was having a date night with my wonderful husband, Andy. And then all of a sudden I couldn't swallow my food, jumped up to go to the bathroom, and I didn't make it. I vomited up the last thing that I just ate. And then from that moment on, I just had real difficulty in eating. My GP, she referred me to a gastroenterologist, and she took a long time to get me in. So I was crying because I just couldn't eat anymore, and I just knew that wasn't normal. And then when I did get in to see her, she was a bit dismissive. When she did the endoscopy, she said to me, I'm so sorry, I'm just so surprised because your symptoms came on so suddenly that I didn't expect this result. So that was the start of the crazy ride. I met with a surgeon, and he said that, because I was stage 4, that he'd need to remove my stomach, my spleen, part of my pancreas, liver and diaphragm, as that was the thing that would give me a chance. But he said before we do that, the gold standard of care is to have chemotherapy, FLOT, before and then follow up. So I started FLOT, and initially that did help me to eat a little bit again, so there was a good upside of that. Although I have to say I found it a lot more a tougher chemotherapy regime than what I had for breast cancer. When I was having my chemotherapy for breast cancer, I was still working full time, so but I couldn't have done that through the stomach cancer chemotherapy. I got to the end of that and I was meant to have the break between surgery and chemotherapy, but I stopped being able to eat again. I had to go on a nasal gastric tube, and I also had internal bleeding. So we brought the surgery forward because he said, I just don't know if you're going to make it. So had the surgery. Then when it came time to having the chemotherapy again, they had done a scan and they still showed activity. After there was still activity, she put me through for a clinical trial, and that's when I did have all the genetic testing, and then I had immunotherapy that was tailored to my cancer tissue. After that treatment, my scans have been clear. So touch wood, I don't ever want to jinx myself. You're not alone. It might feel quite lonely and overwhelming getting that diagnosis, but there's other people that have been through what you're going through now. So look to others for their stories, for inspiration or for specifics on how to get through something, whether stomach cancer, it's what to eat or whatever. There's information out there. But I think the biggest thing for me that's actually taken my 3rd cancer to learn is self-compassion. So I've just learned, be kind to myself and treat myself as how I would treat others. My hopes are that others get access to precision medicine like I have. The gold standard of care, it's good to get access to that, but that's the old technology. And so I do really hope that we do sort of put some investment in this precision medicine so people get treatment options made available to them that are tailored to them.